Hello and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. Here I will discuss some of the most recent thoughts of a couple lawyers in our XRP community. Materials from both solicitors John Deaton and Bill Morgan. Part of the discussion centers on why cryptocurrency exchanges like Coinbase are responding to the current regulatory environment in ways that are unique to XRP compared to other coins like Bitcoin and ETH. And so, as a piece of crypto basic news, here we are. According to Deaton, Coinbase stopped accepting XRP orders after the IPO. It's interesting to me because I only 2 days ago or so was having a conversation in which this was one of the points I made. And I agree with you, Attorney Deaton, you have hit the nail on the head. Coinbase will not delist ETH as XRP, as this headline from the Crypto Basics website says. So, once more, why is there this disparity in treatment? But there is something I need to clarify before we go any further. I have zero experience in either the law or finance. Nothing I say or write should be taken as recommendations to purchase or sell any particular security. I'm just a fan who occasionally posts videos to YouTube discussing random crypto-related things for kicks. This is an issue that I have discussed at length. You published the headline XRP delisting might hurt Coinbase's fair notice, defense crypto lawyer says today. However, I had recorded a video on the subject 2 days ago. And they're discussing Bill Morgan's an attorney point of view. John Deaton, an attorney, retweeted it, and here he offered his thoughts on the matter. The attorney subsequently received a response from a former SEC attorney. It's extremely unusual for attorney John Deaton to agree with him, but it appears that he does. Even the ex-SEC lawyer agrees with that. However, here is what lawyer Deaton had to say. While I agree with attorney Bill Morgan's well-reasoned points, the impact of Coinbase's IPO on their decision to halt XRP trading cannot be ignored. Less than 4 months after the Ripple case, in April 2021, Coinbase needed SEC approval to go public. Before, it has been brought to my attention that some people are dissatisfied with me since I'm defending Coinbase's decision to ban XRP. You may recall that on January 1, 2021, I filed a writ of mandamus against the SEC and, in March of that year, I suggested that Coinbase, Kraken, and others join me in intervening in the case. I'm merely stating the obvious. The suggestion seems to be unanimous, or at least very close to it. Coinbase's IPO was put on hold after advice from regulatory compliance attorneys and litigators. I don't know. The SEC may have recommended seriously considering a suspension. You bring up an intriguing point there. I mean, I guess I'm just sitting here thinking that if I were Coinbase, I'd want to do what would be best for my company. This leads me to a few of points. I mean, I think I've already made it plain that, even apart from the IPO thing, the SEC is the problem. Initially, I trusted the SEC. Okay. The SEC was the first to target Ripple, and they came out swinging. And as a result, as far as I'm concerned, attacking any and all XRP holders and cryptocurrency exchanges like Coinbase who provide access to XRP. Therefore, I can empathize with them because they are in a difficult position of having to protect not only their company but also their employees and their families. Therefore, it's a pretty major development. So, while I agree that it deserves praise, I also think it's important to recognize cryptocurrency exchanges like Uphold that have not banned XRP. That's incredibly commendable, and I know it will help the cryptocurrency exchange out a lot. Okay, I'll let you off the hook on this. That's always been my standard response. I don't want to see that. Yes, I see what you mean. You're acting on your own best judgment. You're in a very difficult position. The Securities and Exchange Commission is initially to blame. Right. However, that might not be the only factor to think about. It's the existence of this IPO that's significant. So, I agree with Attorney General Deaton that he's spot on. I'm just saying that if I were in charge of Coinbase and you knew me personally, you know that XRP is both my largest and most preferred cryptocurrency holding. You know me. But I'm just suggesting that if I were running Coinbase, I'd stop trading and delist XRP because of the potential influence it could have on our IPO. I mean, if I were running Coinbase, I'd probably be like, well, what's in our interest? It's not ideal for XRP investors, but hey, what's best for us? It's understandable that a company would prioritize its own interests. It's not what I had in mind. You won't be happy with this. None of us really want it to happen. All I'm trying to say is that I see where you're coming from. That doesn't make me a fan. It's not to my taste. However, I do see your point of view. All I want to say is that, in a rare area of agreement, former SEC attorney Mark Farrell responds to attorney Deaton by saying that any reasonable counsel would have recommended them to delist a token under these circumstances while their registration review is ongoing. I wonder if the SEC's choice to side with Wells is at least largely explicable by the fact that they failed to do so with tokens believed to be securities and subsequent enforcement actions. They argue he's only referring to the fact that a Wells notification was sent, but that spins the story in such a positive light. I'm sure everyone knows by now, but that only means this is merely a warning from the SEC that legal action will soon be taken against you. The cautionary note is here. And with that, we're done. The event is inevitable. It seems to me like a sure thing. Then attorney Farrell makes a statement. This gives the impression that they were telling the SEC they would defer to SEC judgment on securities in order to secure S1 approval, but subsequently reversed course once the filing became effective. I agree that that is a reasonable position to take. It appears that was the case. And that's what I was talking about a couple of days ago when I said it puts them in this sticky spot where they've been inconsistent. Therefore, I'd rather not, open that particular can of worms once more. But it does cast doubt on Coinbase's reliability. That's only going to make their legal problems worse. What about all these other coins that the SEC is now articulating? This seems to be what attorney Bill Morgan was driving at. What they are saying today is that securities. You're in a tight place because you didn't delist those but did delist XRP. Coinbase will not delist ETH as XRP, as this explanation from a leading crypto lawyer shows. Bill Morgan, an Australian barrister, made the claim in a tweet yesterday that Coinbase, situated in San Francisco, will never regard Bitcoin or Ethereum the same way as XRP. Morgan, since Coinbase's business model is predicated on trading the two largest cryptocurrencies by market cap, ETH and Bitcoin will not be treated as XRP. For background, on January 19, 2021, just 4 months after the SEC sued Ripple for violating securities laws, the cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase, which had listed XRP in 2019, delisted the token. The SEC's enforcement action against Ripple Labs was the impetus for the exchange's decision to suspend XRP trading, the company said. Morgan pointed out that even if there had been litigation identifying Bitcoin and Ether as securities, Coinbase still would not have delisted them. Coinbase primarily highlighted the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit as the rationale for its decision to halt XRP trading. Such a step, in his opinion, would be disastrous for Coinbase's bottom line. Considering that just two cryptocurrencies make up over 65% of the total volume traded on the platform. That's a huge deal, no doubt. That appears to be common sense. Interestingly, while practically every US exchange did ban XRP, the handful that didn't are benefiting from their resolve. Also, I'm not trying to pick on Coinbase or the other delisted exchanges. Yes, you've got me. It's not to my taste. Despite my dislike, I can see why it's done. However, this story from the beginning of April features the likes of Uphold here. Uphold asserts that it was never taken off the market. The article sounds boring, and XRP has 1.4 billion tokens in reserves. In a broader sense, I just want to say how great this is for maintaining. Without a doubt, it has led to a large influx of new business and increased profits for companies. As a result, below this article's fold, they highlight the following tenets. The company's current XRP holdings are $131.8 million, while its Bitcoin holdings are $31.1 million. Additionally, Uphold found that 28.33% of the platform's total transaction volume was conducted in XRP. Look, I don't know how many currencies are in circulation on Uphold, but there are a lot of them, and XRP transactions account for over a third of the exchange's total activity. It's not shocking, but it also isn't unexpected. Because, where else would you get XRP? So they acquired a ton of new customers, and Uphold has always been one of my favorite companies. Earlier, on August 28, 2018, I made a sizable purchase of XRP through their exchange. To be precise, I'm nearly positive that the first day they started selling XRP and letting people withdraw their funds was also the first day I ever bought anything from them. If my memory doesn't fail me, it would put it in 2018. But even if they did, they wouldn't be paying me to say it. No one has ever sponsored my channel. Maybe I will do that down the road. Right now, I really couldn't care less. Whatever, but I just think it's great for them. Let me explain. I'm happy for them. And if things don't go well, it will have a significant negative impact on Uphold's bottom line. For the simple reason that we might get awful news at the conclusion of everything, including the Supreme Court case. Not that I expect it to, but if it did happen, there would be no more money to be made or chances to be taken. And that feels like a disgrace all around. As far as I'm concerned, they've been wonderful to the XRP community thus far. Again, I don't see it happening, but it's worth recognizing the potential consequences. That's a sizable chunk, equivalent to about a third of their revenue, in XRP. Consider that. What a ridiculous idea. I have no idea what the statistics were before then, but I wouldn't put any money on them being even close. Almost certainly much less. I suppose I'll wait and see. No, I don't give out financial advice. Please like and subscribe my channel if you enjoyed it. See you later, bye.